Hi everybody, it's John with Backyard Eden. So today I'm bringing you a quick clip on how to start pepper seeds. Now, I do a couple of different methods on how to start my seeds. So I'm going to show you one method in this video, and I'm going to show you another method in a different video, and we'll do it like that so that it's easy to understand each one and it's, the complete process of each one. Now, with that being said, I've been growing peppers a long time, several years. I grew up on a farm. My dad grew peppers, so I've been growing them a really long time. So we're going to go ahead and get started. The first method I'm going to show you today is the bulk method. Now, the idea behind the bulk method is if you want to plant a lot of one particular plant, you can start in the bulk method. So if you wanted, say you wanted 30, 40, 50 plants, or maybe even more of one variety. So say I wanted 50 ghost pepper plants. So I'd plant all of those seeds in one container, and then once they've sprouted, then I would prick them out, or I would put them into their own container. So it works really well. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing to remember is you want a container that's gonna hold as many plants as you're gonna try to grow. So I'm using some repurposed containers. I'll show you what they are, but they're repurposed. Okay. They're about 2.5 inches deep, by about 6 inches, by about 5 inches, give or take. It's not an exact thing. You don't have to be exact on it. But these are repurposed from those little pre-made noodles that you can buy, Asian type noodles. You fill with water and then you heat them up, and that cooks the noodle, and then you eat them. But I found that I can start some seeds in these, and it works really well. So what you do is, most of the time people suggest putting holes in the bottom. But being that I'm going to grow these in the greenhouse, I'm going to try them without holes because I want them to hold moisture. So I'm hoping, I'm going to do a few with holes and a few without. So here we go. So I've got the same type of mix that I use all the time. This is Burpee seed starting mix. Okay, it's really good stuff. That's the mix that I'm going to use, and I'm going to put it in my container. Now, you can kind of tamp it down. With pepper seeds, you don't want to go too deep. You want to go about, I don't know, 1/4 to 1/2 inch at most. And so I'm just going to put these in here. And I'm going to do several varieties. Okay. Soil's in there. Okay. I've got my pepper seeds here, some of them. Now, something to remember when you're playing with peppers and pepper seeds is you always want to make sure that you wash your hands after touching the seeds. So these are red boot jalokia, or red ghost peppers. And with this method, with the bulk method, you can start a bunch of seeds in one area, in one container. So, let me just kind of show you the density. Just kind of show you the density of the seeds. You can just sprinkle them out. Now, I will share this. If you know you're not going to need that many plants, you can still do the bulk method and only do, however many plants you might think or however many seeds you want to do. It can work for as little or as many as you want. I've found that it saves space in my grow room, or now in the greenhouse, it will save space, and I won't have near as many plants at the beginning when I start these seeds. Okay, so now I got my seeds in there. You can kind of see the density. I'm not doing a lot. I only want 10 or so plants. And you may be thinking that's a lot, but I do make hot sauces, and I make spicy pepper powder. That's really good. Alright, so then once you have your seeds in there, all you do is you top it off with some more mix, tamp it down just a little bit more, and you're done. You give it a nice little sprinkle, just a little sprinkle of water on the top, and then, because the mix is already pre-moistened, and then you'll kind of give an idea. Once you kind of feel it, you'll have an idea of how much water it needs. You can do it by weight, and so that's what I generally do, is I kind of have an idea of what it feels like, and then I can water. With the ones that you have holes in the bottom, if you choose to put holes in the bottom, it works really well. Then you can just set this in a tray and bottom water it when it needs water. So, works really well. Alright, so guys, that's starting pepper seeds in the bulk method. It's actually just really simple to do. You want a container, you want your pepper seeds, you want your seed starting mix. You put your seed starting mix in your container. You want to give it a nice pat down. You want a good firm starting base. And then you put your seeds in there, and then you can do it in whatever density. If you want 25 plants, or if you want 100 plants, you can do that. If you want as little as 5 plants, you can do that. It's a really great method. It saves space in the greenhouse or in the grow room, and you get good results. So I'll keep you updated on how these go. Hot pepper seeds like this, especially the super hots, they can take up to 30 days to sprout. In my experience, there have been a couple of the varieties, that do that, but for the most part, I'll have sprouts in 10 days or so. And so I'll keep you updated on that. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you want to share it with somebody, that would be great. If you haven't subscribed to our channel already, go ahead and do that now. Make sure you click the little bell icon beside the subscribe button, and that'll make sure that you get a notification when we post new clips. If you haven't checked out our social media, go ahead and do that. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and also pop on over to our website, www.backyard-eden.com, and we would love to have you. As always, this is John with Backyard Eden. Have a great day.